Servus from the Pain Cave and welcome back to Zwift Racing. After almost 2 weeks, it was finally time for a comeback race. I spontaneously joined the 3-Star Racing Midweek Masters, an age group race on Sand and Sequoias in Watopia. 2 laps totaling 42.6 kilometers and 355 meters of elevation. This route is all about surviving Titan's Grove twice and arriving at the finish with enough left in the tank for the sprint. The field is stacked with experienced riders such as my teammate Greg, fellow YouTube creator, Luke Walton, and many more strong Zwifters. Vadim K and Simone Samparisi are my biggest opponents for the win in my age group. Off we go, let's see how my indoor form is after the outdoor racing last weekend. If you haven't seen the first part of my Glocknerkönig weekend yet, make sure to watch it after this video. Part 2 will follow hopefully on Sunday. I'm in top form and I really missed racing on Zwift. Weather is not great at the moment in Austria, so I couldn't resist joining this stacked race. I almost lost the front group while checking some stuff on my companion app, and in general I felt tempted to join an early attack, but I knew it would be a knucklehead move since on a flat route like this I have no chance to break away successfully as a lightweight rider. So I tried to stay smart and just ride as efficient as possible to arrive at the final sprint with fresh legs, because despite the Titan's Grove KOM, this will most likely end in a reduced punch sprint. And we are reaching the first climbing of the day. I'm here in a good position, already pushing 6 watts per kilo, probably even too far in front, because it's not needed at this point. Like, it's all draftable, and if you're hidden in the pack, then you save a bit more energy. But yes, I try to drift behind and cover myself, hide myself in the pack. We still have these rollers here, up and down section, where I try to fade a bit, drift behind to save a bit of energy. Jorge Moreno is right next to me, one of the big favorites, a very strong rider from Spain. We just raced against him in the Sisu Pinky Tour, and you have seen it, also some other very strong guys here in this group. Titan's Grove KOM is up next, 2.6 kilometer at an average of 2.2% gradient. And I'm entering this here in the first third. You could see me using my momentum going into the climb to really slingshot through the field from the back of the group. And now I'm here in like third or fourth position here, following Samparisi and Tommy Lawrence, two very strong guys. Also the Dutch guy is super strong, Garret from Belgium, also very strong guy from my age group. And these guys at the front are pushing it here. Again, I'm too far at the front, I must say. I should be more covered, but I was really scared that some strong guys will push it really hard here. I mean, we are pushing it 7 watts per kilo at this moment using my featherweight here, so 10% reduced weight at this point. But the first guy, Samparisi, he is sending it really hard here with more than 8 watts, almost 9 watts per kilo. It's a second best effort for me. Up to Titan's Grove KOM, 3 minutes 57 seconds, 326 watts, and an average of 172 beats per minute heart rate. We made it through the first climb with the front of the group, and you can see it's still very big, and lots of riders are still here at the front with the first group. And for me, this just proved my point. This will end in a reduced punch sprint, because despite Samparisi pushing really strong power numbers, he was not able to break away from the group, because the back dynamics and the physics here on Zwift, it make it just really hard to successfully create a gap against such a big and strong field. You could also see Christian Krupp, a very strong German rider, trying to break away, but also he was not able to create a gap. And he was caught right behind, right afterwards. All right, we made it through the first lap. We are now in the second lap of 2. Luke Walton is also here with me on the left side, also a young Danish rider, 15 years of age. Christian, he is also still in that group. Christian Jensen is his name, I believe, riding for Fellowship, the squad of Liam Shaw. And you see the next accelerations at the front. The field is strung out here at this point. I'm trying to get out of the saddle to push the pace, and this was a crucial moment here. You see the gap opening up, and I'm here going nuts here to close the gap here, pushing 10 watts per kilo. So that was super dangerous here, grinding at the back of the field, but I could manage to close the gap. And as you can see on the top right, also the other riders could manage to close down the gap. So we are reaching the gradients once again. I'm entering this here now a bit further behind. I really tried to save some power here. I really didn't want to be like too far in front as I was in the first lap, to just save a bit of energy. And I'm here in a great position here in around 10th position in the field, and everything is still together. We are reaching the rollers once again. And this looks like everything will come down to the Titans Grove KOM, where a few guys might lose the group and then like a reduced punch will go for the final sprint on the desert. Alright, so final downhill here before the Titans Grove KOM. Once again 2.6 kilometers, and once again the Vadim K from H Group B is accelerating at the front. He's pushing the pace, but everyone is able to follow, so also he is not able to create a gap here at this point. Roger Broadhurst is also next to me, very strong rider from New Zealand, I believe he is. Hard to tell with the small flags if it's New Zealand or Australia. But back to the race, we've got some strong guys pushing it at the front. We are already in the gradients here, 2.8% at this moment, so it's all draftable, and I'm just trying to grind here on the pedals at 70 RPM. That's something that also helped me on the weekend outdoor racing, where I had to push like very low cadence for a long time, so that's like a good rhythm that I'm used to at this moment. And yeah, I'm feeling very confident here. 182 beats per minute heart rate using my featherweight here, and I can see like I'm easily able to follow the front group here at this point. I mean, I'm suffering, so don't get me wrong, but I was not on my limit at this point. 4 minutes 1 second, so 4 seconds faster than in the first lap. And yeah, I faded here at the top to save a bit of energy, and yeah, we are reaching this short riser after the climb here, where it's important to get out of the saddle and push it for a few seconds, because you can see all of the guys are doing this, and I've got an aero power up for the final sprint, so this is perfect. Probably the draft power up would have been even better, because I like to come from behind and just use the draft and use the momentum. But yeah, we also take the aero power up for the final sprint. And yeah, then there were some attacks at the front, and I used the momentum here to bridge to these guys, not really pushing hard. I accelerated before, and we could also, like, you can just see how difficult it is to break away, especially against such a big field, because everyone just has momentum coming from behind, and it's so difficult. Vadim K is again going for the move. Also, the others are trying to chase here. I'm trying to stay here in the draft because it's just 1.8 kilometers to go, and it's so important to get the positioning right. It's so difficult because since you can go through the avatars, it's just impossible to get the perfect timing here in such a sprint. And yeah, I'm trying to stay here in like the middle of the group to then have like lots of guys to draft and just slingshot and go through with all the momentum possible. With 600 meters to go, no one wanted to go to the front. You can see me like just pushing less than 3 watts per kilo for a moment, and no one wants to open up the sprint. So it's 500 meters to go. I'm getting out of the saddle here, accelerating, because I'm expecting the first guys to go very early, but we are still here 350 meters around, and still no one attacked at this point. Less than 300 meters to go, and now I'm accelerating here using my aero boost, and I could quickly realize that my chain is slipping. You can see it at some points, probably if you look at my power. I got a new chain, and this is an issue here at this point. I can overtake a few more guys, and I still managed to finish third overall and taking the win in the age group, 30 to 39 years, despite my technical issues. I mounted a new chain last week, but it seems my old one wore down my Zwift cock ring, so my chain was slipping. Yeah, so close to the big favorites, Christian Krupp and Jorge Moreno. Congrats to them. Great company to be in, but if not those issues, a better result was possible. But I'm really proud of how efficient I rode with an average of 4.1 watts per kilo. I'm also in good company despite being the lightest rider in the top 15. I really enjoyed that race. It was very tactical. No one could break away and create a gap, so it was all about surviving the Titans Grove and get yourself in a good position for the final sprint. Our numbers were fine. I'm sure I could have done better in the final sprint if not the slipping chain, but I have already ordered 3 of those 14 teeth rings and hope they will arrive before the next sprint finish. So that's a wrap for my Zwift racing comeback. Overall, I'm really happy with how the race went. It was nice to be back in the mix. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments, have you ever had a mechanical or technical issue ruin your sprint? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers and ride on.
Remember to subscribe.